Welcome back to another episode of Matrix. I'm Andy.
I'm Tiana.
So, we're going to switch things up a little bit this episode. We're going to start with an icebreaker. So, each of us, we're going to share a funny or surprising thing your parents did when we were growing up that we swore we would never do, and whether or not you ended up doing it as an adult or a parent.
I'm trying to think. Was something that my parents did?
I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
My mom used to always tell me she ain't got McDonald's money. Another thing she did when I first got my menstrual cycle, she told me we were going out one day, and I was like, she told me, bring your money. And I was like, I wouldn't need my money. Like, we're going to an African street fair. There's nothing there for me. So I was like, I don't need my money. On the way home, I wanted a Snicker bar. This was when Snicker bars were $1. So I'm like, Ma, could you buy me a Snicker bar and I'm going to give you the money back? She would not give me the $1. She would not. She was adamant. Like, I told you to bring your money out. And I'm real tears coming down my face because this is the beginning of periods. So I'm just like, please, she's here to say it. She did not do it. So that is one thing I vowed to never do. And I don't got McDonald's money because I don't buy McDonald's. But my kid like matchas. I got matcha money. Like, I'm never going to be like no to something so tedious.
Right.
You may not be able to get it every day, and she doesn't ask that frequently. So for me to just be like, no, just like, why? You get one childhood. Like, it's not like she's asking for little boo-boos. You know what I mean? It's $5. Get the kid a damn matcha frappe, whatever.
Yeah, they kill me with that McDonald's money thing. Like, it's just funny. I don't know. I was like a spoiled child. Like, I never got told no, nothing. Like, I can't even think of something that my mom did that I won't do. I mean, one thing that she did, I think that I wouldn't do is that she kind of like, she let me be free. Like, I feel like I'm not like that. Like, I want to know what my kid doing and everything. Like, I'm just very in tune with, I need to know where she going, what she doing. My mom didn't care. Like, it just was like, I tell her whatever, and my mother never investigated. Me, you tell me something, I'm looking it up. Like, what? You said the school doing what? Like, I'm just one of them. My mom let me be free. I feel like I'm not as free like with her. So I think that's something.
That's a good one because, we was outside. Yeah,
I'm really not.
We used to go back and forth to each other's homes, and our parents never even met. They never spoke.
Like, that's true.
They never met. They just trusted that we were actually going to each other's. And we were good kids for the most part. Yeah. Like, we got into shit, but nothing for real.
Yeah, she got invited to a Halloween party, and I made sure I went, and they thought I was just going to leave her there. I'm like, I don't know these people. I never seen them before. I need you to see my face. I need to know how you look. God forbid something happened. I need to see. So, I stayed. Like, the mom was like, oh, you can stay. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I was playing. I didn't know them. And this was the first year I actually let her trick-or-treat by herself, like with her friends.
Oh, really?
They went to like it's a cul-de-sac, like where they trick-or-treat at, so I didn't care. Because I was like, wait, where they going? Like, I try to not be like that, but I don't know.
It's scary out here.
Yeah, I just be scared. And I know she don't have street smarts. Like, she's not. So I know when somebody used to be watching me, I could see somebody look creepy. I feel like she'd just be like, la, 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 everybody's cool. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my thing.
So, for this episode, let's talk about co-parenting and communication, right? So, what would you say is the key to successful co-parenting, even when it's hard?
The key to it is being open about it. And I would say the key to co-parenting is that you're never going to be on the same page as far as you're not the same parents. Like, and people got to understand that. You guys are not the same parents. But at the same time, you have to be open-minded to understanding maybe why you chose to do this and then why you are two different people. So the key to having a great co-parenting situation is that being able to listen to each other and try to have understanding of each other. And that's the key. Yeah. If you don't have that, because you're not going to parent the same. I'm with somebody now and we're together. We love each other. We're like connected with parenting, but we're still not the same. Certain things I'll be like, nah, I'm good on that. And certain things he'd be like, you ain't gonna say, so it's still off, but you still have to be, aligned.
Yeah.
So that's
I agree. I was gonna say like having a cordial relationship and open communication. I would say that would be the things that help me co-parent effectively. And yeah, it's that simple. Like, and having respect for each other.
Yes.
Because once, man, when I went through that period of just, you know what? It's definitely communication priority, because most of my issues with co-parenting is because of the lack of communication. Like signing my kid up for programs and not discussing it with me. And then, oh my God, this is just, I'm going to be very vulnerable. So I experienced that, like literally signing my kid up for soccer and basketball, not telling me about it, and then inflicting that schedule on me. And not understanding why, like my co-parent, not understanding why I'm unable to do these tasks. And it's not like I'm sitting at home. I'm working. I work on Saturdays. I open my schedule up, Nude Body Lounge, if you're interested in laser, hair removal, teeth whitening, or intimate bleaching. Clock it. But I open my schedule up on Saturdays. So for you to just undermine what I have going on is outrageous to me. And like will literally try to make it seem like, oh, you have something better to do than to take your kid. And like really trying to make me out to be the villain in that scenario. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because a lot of people deal with the school situation. So how does it work when, let's say, signing up for school, you know how you switch to school? It's like, what if the other parent feel like that's not something that they agree to? Like, I'll be wondering, like, how does it work? Because I don't know if you have, let's say, sole custody. I don't know how it works when you're separated like that, but what say so can the person, like, what would happen if he'd be like, oh, I didn't want to go there? Like, what would you do in that situation?
I don't care how he feels about her education. That's number one. And I will explain. I put Sydney in school when she was 2 years old. He never agreed to that. He felt like she shouldn't be in school because she is a baby and babies don't learn anything at school. So since that is your stance about education early on, I've never consulted him about where my child goes for school because we don't see eye to eye on education. Why he cannot, well, he can, but why he doesn't take a stance in where I choose to put my school is because I always find the best schools in whatever, like Sydney has only gone to gifted schools. So it's like, how are you going to argue that? You know what I mean? And yeah, he can't really, because I'm not changing her school just so she's closer. I live elsewhere. She's going to school. I drive 40 minutes to take my kid to school every day. So it's not a convenient thing for me. I try to find the best programs for her, you know? So what will be your stance in arguing that? He can, but he chose not to because I'm always on the right end of that.
It's funny, though. I look at people that co-parent because I don't have to co-parent technically. It's like I'm co-parenting now in a way, but it's still different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So I find it funny because I live through everybody else with co-parenting and I'll be like, you could do that? Like, that's how it works because it's just so, it's good to hear things like that because I really just be like, when somebody tell me like they don't got no insight and I'm like, why do you think y'all both created the child? Technically, you have 50-50 custody. And if you were to take it to a courthouse, they will show you that you really have 50-50. But a lot of people, you know, I don't want to say get away with it, but it's just like, it's kind of pushed under the table because if they don't fight for it, it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And I don't just do things. Like I tell him, I don't ask him. When it comes to my child's education, I'm never asking you. So I don't ask him like, can I do it? I just say, hey, I'm looking into new schools for Sydney because I feel like she's stronger in this and we need to find a program that's dedicated to that. Like my kid is artsy and science. Like she has to be engaged in stuff. Like she's one of those learners. You know what I mean? So if I can find a like now I'm looking into private school. Right? Because I don't know if many of you know, but when you make under a certain amount, you can get financial aid for these private schools.
Oh, nice.
Catholic schools, whatever it is that you want to do with your child. And I like the private sector a little bit more as a person that's worked in private schools because they don't put so much pressure on math and all these things that they're learning Spanish. From K to 3 and then 4 to 8, they're in French and they're fluent in these languages. You know what I mean? They're learning about financial literacy. They're doing art. They're in music, you know, and not music where you're just sitting in the classroom and singing. They're learning instruments. And they have so much time to play. And maybe you may not agree and you feel, but I ain't never used those equations that I learned in school in real life.
I'm still trying to figure out y equal mx plus b squared. Like,
and that's the point I'm making. I didn't learn anything no. You know what I mean? Like, I learned networking in school. I learned relationship building in school. I learned reading, maybe. I can give some credit to that, and adding and subtracting and basic percentages. I don't apply my science to anything. I guess it's great to know your history and where you come from, but
history is
you
something.
You can learn that on your own. I can teach her that. You know what I mean? Like, so I hate that the public school system puts so much emphasis in all these classes that don't really benefit us. So that's why I'm looking into private school now.
Well, they're just making it that if you want your kid to learn certain things, you pay for it.
Yeah.
That's what public school is. Like, if you want your kid to, you know, with them celebrities, the kids that go to those type of schools that you're paying for whatever you want your kid to know, basically. So, you know, in public school is like, we going to teach you the curriculum. And the curriculum was to teach you how to be a worker.
Yeah.
So now you pay if you want your kid to be anything else. So, yeah, that's where we at with that.
Yep.
So I get it.
So what do you think parents could do better when it comes to putting the child first?
Knowing that the child is bigger than them. They can learn, once you kind of understand that, no matter what the trauma you went through with the dad or the mom, when you learn that your child is bigger than whatever y'all went through and this relationship is bigger, y'all not toxic, non-toxic relationship is bigger than whatever, then y'all will, that's it. That's what you got to do.
I have nothing to say. That is it. Stop making everything personal. It's not about our relationship. We failed at that. Like, let's move on and be productive for this child. Because as I always say, I would hate to be a part of her trauma. Maybe a little bit, you know, because, you know, these kids, we all fucked up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want to be the sole contributor to your trauma. So, yeah. I have a quick, rapid fire question. So, what is one thing every mom needs to hear today?
Basically that do your best in whatever it is that you're trying to do for your child, and don't compare yourself to other people's situations. Do what works for you. Do what works for you and your child. That's it. And never focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you have. And then you'll be fine. You won't be fine, but you will be okay. And I learned that live in the moment and stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. Cherish every moment you have with your kids. They won't be that age again tomorrow. Today is yesterday. That's it.
Yeah.
Feel like I say.
My message is simple. Put your phones down.
Ooh.
Let me say that again. Put your phones down Focus on your children. Give them the time you spend scrolling on Instagram. It's the time that you can allot to learning who your child really is. Because you know what I realized? A lot of times people don't know their kids.
Yeah, I learned that. I did. I learned that.
Yeah. And it's because we're not allotting that time. Like, it's so many times where I'm just on my phone. I'm like, my child is craving for my attention. That's why she's doing annoying things. I would say annoying, but it's not annoying. She's just crying. It's a cry out for love. And, so put your phones down.
Yeah, because when they're teenagers, trust me, they ain't going to talk to you.
They don't want to be
anyways.
bothered with you.
So it's like, whatever.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, thank you again for watching another episode of Mama Made Trade.
Oh, shoot. She hit that.
Damn, I ate that up. Meet us back here.
7 p.m. Thursdays, Eastern Standard Time.
What? Thursdays, Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, but you said it in the reverse way.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I made that up?
Didn't. You
Maybe
didn't
I'm
hear the
dyslexic.
7 p.m.
Sorry, go.
You definitely are, but you didn't. Okay, let me start over. Meet us back here on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, Yeah, we trying to get paid. Like, stop playing.
Y'all, we still ain't got no money.
So
What's wrong with y'all? Get with the
y'all be acting
program.
funny.
Later.